Oh, hi
Are we
guys.
live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay,
We
well,
don't see
welcome.
don't see anybody yet. Hi guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to Mystic Sensation.
Nobody's there yet. Coming up on
Okay.
the tablet. Nobody's there yet. Come on. Yo, Boobs is there.
Oops, it is.
Yeah, can use that phone. Bling a bling Vivo. Welcome to our live. Just give me a
Welcome, Blinger. We are getting some.
hi Josephine. Welcome. Welcome to our first live.
Yeah, we are. Sorting out some issues because this is the first time for us coming live. So of course we are a little bit handicapped where that is concerned. So we are sorting out that situation as well. All right. How many persons there?
Josephine. So Josephine and Bling a Vivo. So far, trying to get into the tablet. It's two persons. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I need to go back into StreamYard and this. Give me a second there, guys. Everybody else there? I'm gonna just have to read it from the
3 persons.
looking forward to it. That's Bling a Bling Vivo. Typing again. Josephine, how are you this evening?
Who's Josephine?
Josephine, Uganda. Are you guys hearing us? Type in the chat and let me know if you're hearing us. Oh, she heard us. She says, I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Just looking to see if anybody else will be joining us. Yes, you're, yes, you're low. Sorry. Sorry, don't mean to be loud, but
Yeah, we are
official
just.
volcano, welcome, welcome.
How many persons? 4.
Yeah, official volcano is here. Welcome, volcano.
Yeah, happy to have you guys on board.
Oh, 4 a.m. in Saudi Arabia. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Saudi.
Josephine, you're burning the after midnight oil. It's what time here now? It's 7:40, almost 7:40 p.m.
Yeah,
in Canada. Well, in a part of Canada that we
yeah,
are at.
yeah.
4 a.m. Wow. Just a few more minutes, guys. See if anybody else is gonna
Just a
join
few
us.
more minutes and then we get it going. All right.
Hmm, let me set it up on this.
How many more person?
Me
Four.
so far three. Let me get this. Let's get this party started. Okay, guys. You see the topic is compatibility important in a relationship. So, what you can do is just type in your opinion in the chat and let us know what you think about the topic. Hey, Keisha.
Another person join.
Yeah, Keisha Coley. Hey, welcome,
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 Keisha.
welcome.
Yes, so the topic today that we want to discuss, of course, is compatibility in a relationship. And as the question asks, if compatibility is important. For me, I think that compatibility is an essential ingredient in all relationships because at the end of the day, you would like to know that of course your partner, right, shares some you know share some you have similarities in terms of what you're doing, right? And then one of the primary thing for me is communication in all of that. What do you think, Connie, about the importance of compatibility?
Compatibility is always important in every relationship because you have to have um, some similar traits,
Mm.
as you said, in order for it to work. So, yeah, you have to be compatible in terms of you can have the same interest in certain things. Um, you can have common goals and aspirations in life, which helps
Yeah,
to
so
make it
true.
much, much, much easier with getting along with each other because it's two different persons coming together to form a bond. So you're going to have always have a lot of differences. But when you can compromise and stuff like that, then it tends to make it a bit easier.
Yeah, and listen, guys, I think that just like for a person who will go out and seek an employment, and that institution would like to have some form of background on the person who that they're going to process for this employment. I think that it is always important that when you're venturing into any relationship, right? Of course, a background situation would have to, you know, um, have an understanding of the person background, because it is important for you to, because if you're going to, particularly when you are going to, you know, have longevity in that relationship, right? Background is so much important, right? To have an history, right? And never hesitate to do some research, right? Research your partner history, right? Because at the end of the day, you want, as I say, you're searching for compatibility, and only that sort of investigation will establish, right, in terms of what you're researching and what you want within that scope. All right.
AZW, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, this is our first live, so we're trying to just, feel how things work
Yeah, other
with
person's coming.
stream. What is it? StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah, with StreamYard. Yeah, so thanks for the thumbs up. Yep. So it's asking, what's the prank tonight? I
Okay.
can see you guys
Right.
really enjoyed that prank.
Yes. Yes. Because she really got me on that one. That prank was really, yeah. Even though me kind of still a smell a thing there, you know. You understand? It get me. But yeah. Yeah man.
No,
So
don't worry, guys. You see, he came back at me, but chicken and Maria Hawk the near.
yeah.
Make giving him room for hang himself. Just give him time.
She started talking about hope she have the mileage to carry it.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, so as we are discussing about you know,
Is it the part one again?
so yeah, as we are talking about the topic, right? For each person venture into a relationship, they want a healthy relationship, right? They want to have a solid family, a solid background. And as we are talking about the background check, right? You know, you have to take the approach like as I said, even feel like institution, doing research on employees. Yeah, we have to do that, particularly in this time, right? And so then, you don't want to, right, waste all your time, waste all your energy. You understand within a relationship, and at the end of the day, really know the person because so many persons have the experience for them live, with a person for far so long and really don't really know the person, to be honest,
Trying not to read what they're saying in the
right?
chat.
So,
Okay, so Josephine is saying the ghost prank. Easy W saying you did extremely well. Was Auntie D? Okay. Good night, Shadeen. Good night. Good night. She's saying good night, everyone.
yeah, and once again,
Welcome, Shadeen.
thank you all for being here. We really appreciate that. Yeah.
Easy W saying, hey, Shadeen Johnson. Love family.
All right. There's one more person
Josephine is saying,
coming.
Easy W, hi. So, guys, what do you think about the topic? You can just put your opinion in the chat. Let us know what you think. And if you have any questions for us, you can also put that in the chat as well.
Yeah, so my question to you all, do you think it's really important for you to do a deep dive research, right, into your partner prior to say go along and really having a relationship with that person, right? I mean, to me, I think that is very important because that sort of research, understand, will of course um, will establish information that might be can help the relationship and might be help you too. Because if you're doing certain investigation and you find out, say, well, all right, this person is X, Y, or Z, and you don't want to be acquainted with that sort of situation, then of course you can make a decision from early, right? What are
Hi,
they?
Beauty Citrine. Welcome. She's saying good night, everyone. Easy W saying good night. Beauty. Vino Prankster, good night. Good night, Vino Prankster is saying good night, host.
Okay.
Beauty Citrine is saying good night, Easy W. Big up. Thanks to everyone who is in the chat. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Blessings, everyone in the chat. Vino Prankster. Try and set it up on the tablet so
Yeah, it's
it
hardly
needs time.
saying it.
Yeah.
Who is it? Let's see.
Yes, host. So Beauty is saying yes, host. It is very important to do that. Blessings, everyone in the chat again, being a prankster. Beauty Citrine, I'm happy to see you, host. Happy to see you too, Beauty. Well, happy to be reading what you're saying.
Exactly.
To see with us. We're still trying to get a feel of this whole live thing. Okay, Keisha is asking to please share out the live stream and invite your friends and family. Thanks, Keisha.
Yes, we are here.
There's 9 people in the chat right now,
Okay, that's
Josephine.
good.
Okay, so Josephine is saying, for me, I think if you research, you may fail to marry, but accept what your partner tells you and believe him or her. I guess
Exactly.
you've, yeah.
Yeah, which is so true because at the end of the day,
Yes, Volcano, thanks for still being here.
at the end of the day, right, you're having, this relationship with this person for so many years. And really and truly, you don't know this person. And so then, to me, it's important for us to, when you're venturing into a relationship, right, that you do that sort of background element,
Hold on.
right?
So Josephine is saying research brings a lot of headache. Thanks, EZW says you're doing well so far. Thank you.
Yeah,
Keisha Coley saying Vina, much love and hello.
yes, right. Yeah, well, it is not to say that, okay, all right, this thing is you know, supposed to be a standard thing for a person to do that because sometimes, when you're just closely, you're suddenly impacted by love, right? Then all other things gone through the door because you really love that person. And, you know, within that door and that sort of moment when the love is so overwhelming, that is where the room for many mistakes as well because as some people said that
Josephine is saying something. So Vina, up Keisha, Vina saying hi to Keisha, and Josephine is saying that in her last relationship, because she did research, it gave her a lot of headache. I have to read what's in the
oh,
chat.
okay,
Official Volcano saying
yeah,
much love everyone. Beauty and family lifestyles, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Says I'm here, family beauty citrine in the house. Thanks, beauty. Yeah, so she said the last time she did her research, it caused her a lot of headache.
yeah, well, look, and yeah, it could be a situation where that research can cause you a lot of headache because again you have people again if them don't like your partner they will tell they will give you false information about the partner as well. Not necessarily mean that okay, all right, the research that you're going to do, right, you're going to get might be credible answers. And it all depends on you understand who you ask. But that sort of experience, to me, is what
Okay.
some of what right in terms of observing attitudes, observing his behavior and so forth, right? And try to say, well, all right, you know a lot about him or her, right? Because to be frank with you all, um, when I met my wife, of course, I from the onset, right? I love everything that I saw then, but you understand, I have to go beyond that in terms of meet and greet her family, right? And likewise, vice versa,
Okay,
right?
Josephine responded. She's saying it's just a matter of being open to your partner,
Yeah.
being yourself
Oh, we can
all
see
the
it better
time,
than
not
better
pretending
here.
to be someone else. Yeah, figuring it
Exactly.
out. Sorry, guys, I was trying to figure out how to read the chat instead of trying to get it off the device we're using up there. So I figured it out, so now I can better
Yes.
communicate. Okay, so Beauty Citrine is saying, big up Volcano. And then she's also saying, hi, Josephine. Sister J, Caribbean Cuisine. She's in the house. Thank you for coming. She's saying, hello, everyone. Official Volcano is saying, beauty, much love, sis. Keisha Coley, welcome each and everyone. She's welcoming everyone to the chat. Thank you, Keisha. Um, Beauty is welcoming Sister Jamaican. I think it's from Caribbean Cuisine. Shadeen Johnson, big up, welcome. Keisha, Sister J, much love. Sister J saying hello, Beauty, my dear. And Beauty is saying hello, Shadeen. And Josephine is saying the more I got to know him, he instead felt like the more I got to know him, he instead felt like I didn't like him. So the
Oh,
more she got to know him, he felt instead like she didn't like him. So he got the opposite um, of what she was trying to do. That's what I'm getting.
okay. So let me just see if I can respond to that. I think that, when we are going into a relationship, right, we have to sort of venture into a relationship. For me, at
Sorry, hold
least.
on because this goes so fast. Blooming with the Lennons, good night. Char, good night. Thanks for being here, everybody. Um, Shar is saying, hey, Beauty. Beauty's greeting the Lennons. Sheila, Keisha is also saying, Lennons, much love and hello. And the Beauty is also saying, hi, Shar, glow up. Okay, sorry, go ahead. It's moving so fast, I have to try and acknowledge those in the chat.
Okay. So let
Sorry.
me see if I can get back my train of
Sorry.
thought again because I,
Sorry.
I lost that, right? But and as I was saying then that whenever you know, if you are doing your investigation, never do your investigation in terms of an expectation, right? Never anticipate an expected result because you might be disappointed, right? So I think for me who have experience in investigation, then just sort of have a mutual balance, venture into whatever you are researching, right? Never try to anticipate that okay, that is a result that you wanted to get. Because if you get the opposite of what you want to get, then of course it's going to be a disappointment, right? But you go into that research, right? Because partners are critical, right? In terms of that family that you are going to build, that the family that you are going to nurture, right? And so then it is really important for you to really have an understanding about your partner. Know your partner. Understand? Both of you know each other, right? And that is where the compatibility is. One of the things that guide compatibility is communication again, because there are instances where you might be experiencing whatever you're experiencing, and you don't know how to communicate it, right? Then your partner, likewise, not knowing what you are going through, and then it makes the situation worse. Sometimes what needs to be done there is communication, 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 which is so important. Communication is the fabric of the foundation that every relationship should build on, right? So if you keep yourself um, locked down and something happened to you and you're not communicating it to your partner, right? I mean, you have to be open. When you're in a relationship, it means openness, right? I have seen in terms of the conventional thought process of even my father and grandfather. When my grandfather get his salary, right, he would not normally turn him back, go in his wallet and take out the money and give it to moms, right? So wife don't really understand what is going on there. You understand? No, I think and people are different. I don't want to be saying something that someone might remember. I will say this: my situation is subjective, right? I think that if you have this openness can bring about better resolution majority of the time, right? Because if I am the man of the home, and if I am getting if I am getting my salary, I think, of course, me and my wife is going to share that information, right, in terms of what I'm getting. I would like to know that my wife found the chemistry, you understand, of that budget, right? Because of course we are family, we are one. Why am I is going to get my salary and then turn in my back? Because many men do that, honestly, many men do that. Turn them back and them just go in them wallet and them stick out the money and just here. You understand? And then wife, don't understand nothing. You understand me? I say, and then look why I'm give wifey. Him expect say wifey must carry that through the week and spend that through the week. No, honestly, the thing must work. You understand? So let me see. Yeah, tell me.
All right, so I'm just gonna go back and read some of the communication here. So Bling Vivo was asking, what's your thoughts on marriage? Does it make the relationship more healthier if you're married or not?
Good question. I think that marriage is a symbol of your love. Now, for and this is all right. I am just empathizing within the ladies space. So I don't know if I can do that, but I'm just trying to do that. I think that every lady want to you know have a husband,
It's every girl's
right?
dream to get
It,
married.
it's like every girl's dream to get married. So then I think marriage is a symbol of love, right? Why would you want to live with a woman for 15, 20 years and 25 years and you don't want to marry that, you don't want to marry her, right? I can't see the reason for you to be living with a person 10, 15 years, right? And can't put on the ring on her finger to show the appreciation. If the woman can be with you for 5 years, 10 years, and then you can't show the appreciation in, you understand, saying to the lady that I truly love you, right? And I think we can build a home together, right? Then it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. And I wouldn't advise, sorry to say, if any men on the line and, we don't want the men them feel, any way, right? But I'm saying that if a woman really with you, going beyond 5 years and you understand you don't see that woman in the marriage type, then I mean, what a sense? No, no, to be truthful, what a sense, right? You understand me? I said, well, for persons though, right? And remember that my argument is subjective, right? For persons though who feel that if both parties feel that marriage is not important, and if you notice what I said both parties. So providing that both parties have the mutual understanding that okay, all right, we don't really need marriage to say that okay, all right, I love you. Okay, I feel that is fine too because both persons agree. Now, where the difference lies is if the woman really want to be married and then you the play hardball, you understand, and you know want put on the ring for the woman finger, then of course, you understand that's a problem, right? Because I would ask you, why being with her for 5 years? What caused you to be with her for 5 years and not putting on the ring? Something has to be there to hold you for 5 years. So why you don't want to put on the ring, boss? You understand? Put on the ring now because she did it with you for 5 years. She have been there in struggling times. You understand what I say? So then when it comes to the little gravy for run, you understand? Make sure you enjoy the gravy too. You understand what I deal with?
Let me
But
take some
yeah.
comment from the chat now. Okay, so you addressed Blinga Vivo's question.
Yes, bring a
So
Viva. Good question. I love the question.
let's see. Where at? One sec. Okay, um so Josephine, she was saying We have got our bad past, of which bad things make a lot of noise than the good ones. Investigation will never be positive on our land. And Beauty Citrine is saying, so true, host communication is the key to a successful relationship. Then Josephine said again, what can I do if I find out that he has a bad background? Hold that question.
Okay.
And then Josephine goes on further to say, for me, I think if he loves me, he will tell me himself, and I do the same. She also she also says, haha, money is a very big problem. In fact, if you have a man who is open financially, then you have it all. True.
Okay.
And Jedediah, greetings, host. Welcome, Jedediah. And you said you're learning with my kids. Welcome, learning with my kids. Thanks for coming. Um, Active Choopsy in the building. Good night. Thanks for coming. And Keisha is saying, please remember to connect to the host Mystic Sensation if you haven't already done so. And if there's anyone in the chat that you're not connected with, feel free to connect with each other. Um, Active Choopsy is again saying good night. Citrine is saying good night, Choopsy. Choopsy is likewise saying good night, Citrine. And more greetings from Beauty saying, what's your IG, Choopsy? So I guess she wants to connect with you on IG. Bling of Vivo is saying, that makes sense, Josephine. You got you just got to find the right person. You want to address one of
Yes.
Josephine's questions? He
Yes. Give
said,
me the first question, that Josephine.
what can I do if I find out that he has a bad background?
Okay, Josephine, and I love that question. Let me just amplify your question. As I said, what can I do if you found out that he has, a, a bad background? All right. When we are doing our research, it's not to say that okay, if this person done something bad, that we are not going to forgive him, right? Because remember, if you love that person, and this is where now the love will really meet its true test. Now, said you're talking to this gentleman, and you love him, right? You have all the feelings for him and rare, the whole 9 yards, right? And you found out that okay, he has some rotten past. Now, remember, you're talking about now the now situation and how you feel about him now. Now, if he's equally open up to you, because this research is going to find out what you found out from the research, that okay, all right, this person have a bad history, right? And you confront him with that, the confrontation with that. And I don't want to say confrontation. Let me say you approach him with that, right? And say, okay, all right, and you have a discussion, and he's open to have a discussion and said, yes, yeah, that happened and so forth, and I sorry for that and so forth, and that can be explained and so forth. Remember now, what you are seeing coming from this person is the sense of fairness, the sense of openness. Simple means that the person open to you, right? The person tell you the truth, or tell you some of the information that you have known, right? So guess what? I'm not going to say because okay, the person have a bad history, right? Don't have a relationship, because many relationship, right, really spring from rocky grounds, right? Now, remember, and I can say this to you, and I have no hesitation to tell you all that I am from the ghetto. So I am someone who well-rounded when we talk about ghetto, right? Good, bad, and indifference in terms of my experience, right? We're in Montego Bay, where I grew up, in Barracks Road areas. Those areas are not, you would call it, gated community. Those are ghetto communities, and I am from that, and I am from there, and I'm proud to be there because of the experience they have learned. But the place or the environment have nothing to do with my character. right? What I have seen and some of my friends who have done wrong have nothing to do with me, right? Now, my participation in anything, right? I hold accountable for my participation, right? So even if I have a friend and my friend doing this or doing that, which is negative, and I can tell him like, look, I am not in agreement with what you are doing, right? And so forth. What the fuck are the matter? You understand? We grew up together. I know him. You understand? We come from the same place, right? And so then, yeah, me know say I do that. You understand? I'm a friend. You understand? But me not do what I do. So say you love this guy, and this guy is from the ghetto, right? And might be him get involved in one and two situations. But you can say the guy are willing to change and so forth, and you understand, you love him now. And him decides, say, well, all right, I'm going to change for you. That is a strength for you to show you, say, well, all right, you're going now. This guy to come my way, or this young girl to come my way. You understand? And let me say it clear. You have many girls who were prostitute, right? It doesn't mean that because she was a prostitute, she cannot get a good husband and have a good life. And it doesn't mean that being a prostitute, she's not going to be sorry of being a prostitute. She has been a prostitute as a result of circumstances. Remember now, circumstances put us in many instances. Not that because we wanted to be a part of what that circumstances land us in, right? So remember, because of situations and conditions, you understand, cause us to react, you understand, to how the environment pull, right, or triggered, right, or the way of sort of cultureless. So, of course, we as human beings, we execute learned behavior. So if me fall in love and I am willing to save my relationship and know, say, well, all right, blah blah blah. Wife, like this, wife, like that. You understand? And some things we can compromise. The strength of a relationship too is compromisation. Think of that, right? I think I want to just read some of your comment again and see where I can answer other persons and tell me what you think in terms of what I'm saying as well. Because as I said, not because the person have bad history means okay, right? I'm not going to be in a relationship with him. You understand? Yeah, we all have sinned and come short of the glory. So at the same time, we can't burn out people because they were this or they were that. You understand me? I say, because I use myself as a perfect example of someone who came from the bosom of a ghetto. I'm proud to say that I am, you know, that's a protection advisor of big company, huge company, right? And now involved in corporate. Now, this is a ghetto youth who come from the bosom of the ghetto, you understand, and reach into corporate places, right? Many youths just need the opportunities. Many of us really need the opportunities to project, you understand, in a very positive way. Let me read some of the comments.
Okay, let's see where I stop. Okay, so Blinger Viva was commenting on something that Josephine said. He said that makes sense, Josephine. You just got to find the right person. Um, Shark Glow Up is saying hello to Chupsy. Um, Jedediah is saying God bless you, sir. I guess she's agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dennis Way says hello, Mystic. Hi, Dennis Way. Welcome to the chat. Mystic saying okay. And Dennis Way is also saying hello to everyone in the chat. Um, Dennis Way is agreeing with what you're saying. He's saying so true host. And Active Troops is just saying hello to Shar, giving her a heart. Blinga Vivo, you guys are lucky. I believe us as young people don't believe in love. Most only believe in vanity. So I guess he's saying that you only believe in what the persons have and not in terms of loving the person per se. And Chupsy is agreeing with what you're saying. She's saying, yeah, definitely. And Josephine is saying, I believe that people change,
Yeah.
but why can't he tell me other than me getting into the research? So instead of her having to dig deep to find out if
So
he's a
true.
chain or not,
Yeah.
why can't he just say? So life with Meccan family. Good night here for the first time. Welcome, welcome to our first live. Um, and Josephine is saying, where someone comes from is not a problem, but behaviors, most especially in the relationship. We want Sorry, let me start again. Where someone comes from is not a problem, but behaviors, most especially in the relationship, we want so much to know why the last relationship failed. Okay, so she's making a comment there.
Yeah.
So she's saying that
She's
where
right.
someone come from is not the problem, but the behaviors, most especially in the relationship. We always want to know why the last relationship failed. I guess
Yeah,
curiosity
she's
always get the
she's
best of
100%
us.
right with that.
And the Dennis Way saying, drop the wisdom, sir. Dennis Way, congrats, sir. And then Josephine is saying, I tell you, Mystic, us who are dating in the 21st century, mm, it's an accident for some. Josephine, Josephine, it look like you have some tales. Like you have some tales to tell, man. Shari said, facts. Two knocks, good night and welcome. Saying good night, Mystic family. Thanks for coming. And the pet man, hi, good night, everyone. Blessings. And the pet man and two knocks is the same
Okay.
person, yeah. Maxine Calvary, hey from Two Knocks and the Petman family blessings. So thank you so much for coming. And the Dennis Way is saying hello to Two Knocks and also to the Petman. Okay, so that's it. Coming, run along with this one.
Okay. So
Okay.
yes, and the thing is, my perception of the whole thing as it relates to compatibility, right, is still subjective, right? And so because you have persons who they will go through the hills and valleys of their relationship and so forth, but at the end of the day, what's supposed to align that, right, is communication, right, and try to make sure that compatibility issues are there, right? So that you know you can have that dialogue, right? And that sort of rationalness, if I can say that. What do you think about that, Tony?
Oh, time just responding in the chat.
Oh, okay.
You can continue.
Yes. So, any questions there?
No, not right. No. Everybody's just basically greetings and for the first time. So, what do you guys think about the topic? Any experiences? What anybody wants to give their take on the topic tonight? Anybody else want to give their take? And the topic is compatibility important in a relationship?
I think most people will agree with that, right? As it relates to compatibility, right? What's
Tunak Tunak says no,
yeah? What two answers?
no.
So what?
He said no. No, I was
No.
saying if anybody he hasn't made any other comment, he just said no.
Okay. Yes. So that was that for relationship, because we are here to fuse within the conversation and right deal with some topics. And the other topic that I want to speak about is, our little country, jump down and see what is happening right now as it relates to crime, right, and violence. And, it becomes troubling, right, to persons from Jamaica and persons in the diaspora as well, right?
Exactly. So Tunak is saying because each person is raised differently. Yeah, that's true. But his background is not the same, so everybody is gonna come with their own little cultured way of doing things. The Dennis way, it is very important, hosting every way, even in terms of making children. Yep, that is so
What you
true.
say?
It is very important, host in every way, even in terms of making children, in terms of compatibility.
Yeah, so right, because I think when I want to say something where it might, sway a bit, but it's reality, so I have to speak it. Now, I think that, and for both sexes, male and female, that the person who sometime that you are, you are dealing with, right, as it relates to that relationship. For me, though, I look a little bit further than the person who I am dealing with, right? Because I want to look on the foundation of which the person also um, comes from, right? So if so for example, I am talking to um, A, right, and I look on A parents as well, because while this saying said the chip never really fly far from the block, right? Some of that is true, and you know you don't want to be, remember, I said this is subjective, right? You don't want to be talking to someone wherein you understand the family background, right, is just full of violence, and you understand family just known to just, you understand, hey, terrible, right? For me, I am going to divert from that, right? So one will say, then you're not talking, you're not going to talk to the family, you talk to the girl. You understand? Which is so true. But at the same time, you understand, the history sort of give you signs, you understand, and can tell us certain things as well. So sometimes you have to listen to history and get a little lesson from history as well, right? Because if you are going to venture into a family which part, the majority of the family is negative. I don't think I would want to be in that, to be honest. You understand? Other persons on the panel may beg to differ, and that's fine, right? But for me, right, I don't want to venture into a situation where I am dealing with A, and A family is just terrible. You understand? Brother and sister are always in a jail and gamble and this and that and rare, and that's a culture where A really grew up, you understand? Because look at me, although I am from the ghetto, I'm not really involved, But again, my parents, you understand? I learned from my parents because my parents culture me in a particular way, and they get the same way, right? So to me, who grew in the ghetto, me know say, well, I would say 75% of the people in the ghetto are good people, right? Trust me, because I've been there, I've done that, right? Because you have good mothers who, you understand, most of the time will, you understand, try to keep you under their wings, and right, and teach you good things, right? So it's not about the environment. I'm talking about the family dynamics. Put it in that regards, the family dynamics. So if I am, as I said earlier, if I'm talking to A, and A family, brother, sister, auntie, and very blah blah, gamblers, you understand, and the person's going to jail and the family is just a violent family. Why am I want to associate with that? Yeah, I mean, no, I don't want to associate with that, right? But that's for me though, right? Persons in the chat may have a different view, and that's fine if you have a different view. But for me, no. You understand? So I look a little bit ahead of even the person who I'm talking to. You understand? Because to me, you understand, the culture of that person, right, is important for you to factor in your relationship. And it works when you are going to spending a long time with this person. You understand? You talk about sharing an entire life with this person. You understand? You don't want to do that and then you end up, you understand, being the most, the miserable person in the world, and you're not living a good life. You understand? You want somebody who's part, yeah, and the family background, you know, is that, right? But I mean, and these are signs, these are indicators sometimes that shine so bright for you to take as note, right? And help you make a decision, right? Some people say, oh, I mean, if you love her, it no matter the family, no matter, and blah, 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 and certain things no matter. To me, what is important is culture. Culture, culture, culture. The way how the person culture is important, right? And sometimes it's not really easy to break a culture. Yeah, it's really stubborn sometimes. Me as a supervisor at my workplace, sometimes when we have new policies, right? Not everybody happily to jump aboard on those new policies, right? It take a lot of, reminding and you pushing. So culture, depends if those are culture that embedded, right? Yeah, it take years to work on. So that is the situation. So you know I would advise person to, understand, have a check on the background. Where I think like institution not just openly take on people, you understand, or employ people. They do background checks. That's why background checks are important, right? Because an institution is not just going to just employ you like that without doing that sort of background check, right? And so then if you take that same approach to your relationship, you understand, run background check or doing an investigation, right? For some people say, well, I mean, for my love the person, you understand, I don't need to do an investigation. Well, okay, that's you, right? That's you, because we have seen many relationships gone in turmoil, right? Persons, you understand, end up shoot at a person end up kill at a person. And where I think those situations spring from, right? Those are not spontaneous actions. Those are not spontaneous actions, right? For persons who are struggling with violent relationship, husband beating wives, and vice versa too, because you have wife that beat husband too, right? I mean, come on, right? I can tell you that if many of those situations could have deal with investigation prior to venture into those relationships, might be those persons wouldn't have going through what they have been going through right now, right? So to me, it is important, and I always want to say it's subjective, because I'm not going to come here and tell persons that, okay, my life is a perfect life and okay, do what I say, right? No, you have your own life to live and I have mine. And in terms of me having my life to live, in terms of me having my life to live, I know what I want, right? So what I want, you understand, and what I comfortable with, right? You have to know what you want. But again, for me, giving an advice to a person who seems that my advice is appropriate and my advice is reasonable, right? I'll just, we'll just simply say that I think, right, as it relates to compatibility, that is important. Investigation, you understand, will fulfill some of that, right? Do your local research, you understand? No, no, I mean, not just jump in and look at thing because you have feelings and you have emotions. Sometimes you find, say, them sweet emotions, they bring pain down the road, bring sorrows to you, right? And you don't want to really have that, right? So I think going on. People who are looking for facial beauty right into a relationship. You understand? For me, it's different for me because I think what is beauty is the person, the person attitude, if I can say that. I don't know if yeah, the person actions, right? That actions are what bring out beauty to me. If the person have good ways, you understand? Yeah, nice to deal with, and persons who can empathize and sympathize and person who are caring. You understand? That's a beautiful person to me. You understand? That's a beautiful person to me. Right? So let us read some comments and see if we can answer some of the comments as we go along. Right? And once again, thank you all to be here. We're really enjoying your moments of being here. Right? We're so much appreciative of that.
So Tunak is saying that we must work together in the relationship in order to make it work, which is so true. And Trina Nemings, welcome. I see you say that you won't be able to stay long because it's after 4 in the morning. Um, after 4 in the morning where you're
Wow.
at. So really appreciate you just tuning in for the short period that you were able to really appreciate it. Um, uh, then Miss Monica is here. I host. I'm here. Thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Monica. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Dennis Way
Yeah,
saying
welcome,
hello.
Miss Monica.
Dennis Way saying hello, Trina. Nice rice and peas. Yes, I saw that one. Really nice rice and peas, but really shelly and red or pink. Dennis Way, good point. Also, I was agreeing with you with something that you were saying. Miss Monica is saying how this for Miss me host. Chilling with Ali and Molly is here. Good night, everyone in the chat. Welcome, chilling with Ali and Molly. And Trina was saying, Dennis, we thank you, family, I guess, for the compliment that he gave her regarding the rights and peace. And the pet man was saying hello to Walk in Purpose. Miss Monica is saying blessings to you all in the chat. Stacy and family is here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Miss Monica is saying, I see all of my friends are here. Yes, there are a lot of good people here tonight. And she's saying that she turned up the live. There's also Maxine Calvary. She's agreeing with what you were saying. Um, the pet man is also agreeing with what you were saying. He's saying that is true. And then Miss Monica is saying, I'm happy to be here. You are talking the truth. Okay. And Tunak is saying, yes, family that you know stay. He's saying, yes, family that you know stay or run.
Yeah.
And then Miss Monica is saying, true, great topic. And Romeo is here saying, good night, guys. Romeo is saying, talk truth. And Tunarks is saying, it's true. Give him some, when he said some men get beaten too. He said, it's true. Give him some good beating. Give him some good hassling. Romeo is saying, it's walking purpose. Monica Miles here. So Miss Monica is here with two faces. Um, Shannon Alex is here. She's saying, they're saying, hey guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And the pet man is saying, I'm back. Um, and Miss Monica is saying we're happy to be here. The pet man is saying SJ, what you not really understanding that acronym. And then Miss Monica is saying, I agree that we should work on our relationship for it to work 100%. That's so true. And Tripsy saying good night to Ray J, RJ, sorry, well in people's name, to RJ. Lorenzo Walters saying good night, fam, good night and welcome. And Sharis also saying hello to RJ. And RJ Stevie was saying good night, Active Tripsy. Everybody's greeting each other there. And RJ's saying hello to Shar. Yes, guys. So thank you all for coming. We're really, really appreciative of you guys being here. As you know, this is our first live, so we're still trying to get into the, you know, get into the whole flow of doing a live. So
Yeah,
we're just trying to feel our way through it right now.
we are a little bit awkward with this. So yes, we are getting to getting the feel of it. So that is good.
Was a rough start because I couldn't figure out how to get it up on the device for the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, Char saying us we're doing a good job. Thank you so much, Char. Tunat is saying enough love, it is good. Working purpose. It was great. You could go on. Continue on, the moderator.
Oh yes.
Lorenzo Walters, it will kick in soon. Oh yes, thanks. I guess with time we will just be flowing like all the other
Exactly.
persons who are
Exactly.
stalwarts at doing it.
A few more practice and then we are good to go. Right. So we are we are just going over the rough edges right now. Right, in terms of manipulating this live stream. Right. But once again, thank you all for joining us
And supporting us.
and supporting us. We really appreciate that. Right. Yeah. So
Tripsy saying, nice to see you all out on the live, man.
yeah.
She's been saying you need to go
Thank you,
live for a
Chupsy.
while
Thank you,
now.
Chupsy. Right. Yeah, really appreciate that.
The RJ saying, unlike some of us with internet challenges like myself, oh yeah, the internet back at home, it's really giving you guys a fight. I can see that because I've
Yeah.
been on a couple lives where it is like stuck. It's like you're playing stucky, stuck and go. 1, 2, 3 red lights, stuck.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then
Yes.
towards you go. Well, I hope they get it sorted out soon because it's really giving you guys a fight, as you said. Miss Monica is saying RJ you soon sort out that internet. The pet man, very good start. Thank you so much, the pet man. And Whitney's on for Blinga Vivo.
Okay.
Good night, Whitney. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
That girl Preeny. Hi, good night. Who's in the chat? So that girl Preeny is also in the house. She's saying good night, host, and everyone in the chat. She's saying love content. Thanks, Whitney. Do you have anything else you want to
Yeah.
say?
So I mean, as we are on the topic of compatibility, sometimes the goodness and strength of a relationship is when you have it begin from a humble beginning. And let me explain that. Because when you have two persons who, they just try to, build on just knowing each other. So they did not come with any gold spoon, so to speak, right? And when you know, you build in terms of that way, right? Where that sort of respect for each other, right? Build on the momentum of, you know, two ordinary people, right? And gone through the experiences, right? In every relationship, you're going to have this, right? So if I am sitting here and I am, you know, painting a picture, right? I hope I'm not painting that picture that my relationship is perfect, right? I don't, for me, right, in terms of, you know, myself and just being here on earth, being an earthling, right? I know that teeth and tongue will have to meet, right? And every relationship are going to be tested, right? Some minor ways, some in major ways. But I tell you something, that a relationship that have not gone through any storm, right? Then I just hope that when they are experiencing a particular storm, it is not the perfect storm, right? And I'm saying this that to say that look, sometimes what really bring about and solidify, make a relationship solid is, you know, those little tests, right? And you know, to prove that true love, that true essence in the relationship. Now you may have the husband and the wife, right, working together, and everything seems fine. But the moment the husband stop work, or the moment the wife stop work, and then one person have a pull, then sometimes that bring about some tests as well, right? To see if okay, all right, the wife is going to lend a shoulder, or the husband is going to lend a shoulder, or the girlfriend is going to lend a shoulder, or the boyfriend is going to lend a shoulder. All right. Now you know, say well, all right, your boyfriend or your husband, understand, used to work and so forth, and a little miss up, you understand, and you stay there. Those are instances of tests, right? Certain things that happen where, of course, you know, it sort of slow you down a bit, but you know, you hold on, right? You hold on through the storm. So if a relationship has not been tested, then for me, I don't think I can say that that relationship is solid because number one, it has never been tested, right? If you want to know that, okay, all right, a ship captain can really navigate a ship through stormy seas, right? It has to be tested. I don't see how that captain can say, well, all right, you understand, he can do this or he can do that, and he has never gotten the experience. So relationship are going to get experiences, right? Now, what build that relationship is how you bounce back, right? That bounce back scenario, right? So from once you of course you're going to fall, but guess what? You get up, you dust yourself off, man, and you move on. You move on, right? And I want to tell you this in terms of our experience here in Canada as well, and with my wife, right? Where we were tested in one of the worst ways. And I want to share this experience to you because when my wife came to Canada, right, she's the one who she was the main person to brought us from Jamaica, and we got the test. We got tested because what happened to my wife was that my wife got the thing looped through Alberta here, but we landed in Ontario. And when we landed in Ontario, right, we were settled there for some months, and My wife, who had been a nurse, right, passed the nurse exam, right,
The Canadian.
and the Canadian nurse exam, and wanted to get her license in Ontario, but could not get her license in Ontario. I have seen that we waited like 2 months, 3 months, and I mean the little money what we have run out. When we say run out, struggling times. And upon that struggling times, I see that let me tell you something, people. And this is how I prove my wife to be a very strong woman. I see my wife, remember, she used to be at Bermuda, right, as a nurse, right, and getting
Jamaica.
good salary, nurse at Jamaica, getting good salary. And when she couldn't get the license here in Ontario,
Despite passing the exam.
despite passing the exam, I see where my wife have to turn to go and do job in what warehouse.
Warehouse lifting boxes.
I tell you something, my heart go over my wife. I mean, left the nursing because she couldn't get the license, and they are telling her to go to Alberta. That's why we end up here at Alberta, and we decide that no, she's in Ontario and she need a license and to practice as a nurse because she has been a nurse for so many years, and they hold it and not giving my wife the opportunity, and it forces my wife to go and work into a warehouse, getting how many
$10
ten
something an
dollars,
hour.
$10
That
an
was,
hour,
oh
ten
my
dollars an
God.
hour, and she struggled until one of the time where I think say boy, you better pack up and go to Jamaica, better go back home, and we decide say say no, we're not gonna do that.
Lord brought us here for a
Yeah, we
reason.
are gonna fight it. And I remember tears literally have to come at my eyes when my wife couldn't take it anymore because we couldn't survive on $10 hour, right? And the little work that I was working, right? We just couldn't pay the debt. That was just right. We were
Right.
sinking. And when we went to this place that we thought they would have helped us, the lady turned and said to my wife that she need to what did she say again? That you need to rope in like anybody else, right?
We need to get the Canadian
We need to get the
experience.
Canadian experience and rope in like anybody else. And it brings tears to our eyes to see where my wife was coming from and what she has to convert to, right, to survive, right? Bring tears to my eyes. And then I have to turn into my inner self and say, you know what? Okay, all right. I'm going to write about my journey, which I am doing now because I'm actually writing a book that I call Breaking the Surface. So I want to finish that and then just to share it to persons so that persons can understand, right, coming to Canada and the experiences, right, in terms of what we have gone through. And when we waited there for about what, 4 or 5 months,
Say a year
or,
before coming.
or about a year. We waited
Staying
about
there
a
for a
year,
year.
and when we couldn't do anything better, we said, boy, the only chance we have left is to go to Alberta,
I have to tell it in a story time.
right? And make sure that okay, all right, at least you will get the license there because you have um, passed the exam there. And it just seems like our destiny did lie at Alberta and designed to give us the strength in Alberta. And we have took the journey and we have came to Alberta and you know the
Things turn
rest
around.
the rest is history because things turn around, right?
Let me just sorry interject there, guys, and say this that sometimes when God put you in a certain direction and you try to change the course of that direction, then you put yourself in trouble. Because that's what I did, to be honest. Because from ever since we started on the journey for for Canada, with the paperwork and everything, it was just Alberta from day one. But then when we landed in Ontario, we decided, okay, we're gonna stay in Ontario because it's closer to Jamaica, one flight and stuff. And we decided to. But when God have a purpose for your life, and you decide to be like your own obstacle in that purpose or that design that he has for you, then things are not gonna go how you want it to, because God have a particular design for you. And that purpose was for us to be here in Alberta. Because before even coming to Alberta, I got a job in the hospital that I'm working at now. They were building it, and I got a job before the hospital even opened. And we came here, and since being here, everything just changed. Everything is just smooth sailing since we got here. Everything just fell into place. So a lot of times when God is pointing us in a direction and we decide to try to change that course, then we put
So true.
ourselves into difficulties at times,
Yeah.
and we don't really realize until later on when we look back at what has happened in our lives, because we try to change the course and we realize, no, this was our destiny in the first place, or this is what was supposed to have been. Sorry, I just wanted to
Yeah.
say that.
Well, that is so true, right? And this is really a strong testimony as it relates to, right, the struggle that we had fought then, right, to be able to be, you know, to have the status right now, which,
Mhm.
we
Take
are
some chat.
we are pretty much okay. But it wasn't a good experience, so to speak, right? But we have gone through that. So I am saying all of that to say that tests like these will test your relationship, right? And for me, who is a strong minded person, and my wife is a strong minded person as well, compatibility. So, with all of that I've just said, is to show you that when you have compatibility in a relationship, you have that unionize. With that unity, it's a powerful strength that both of you now start to fight for the common objective. And so then with both strength fighting the common objective, you will achieve. As opposed to if you don't have that compatibility, right? If you don't have that togetherness, right? Then you'll be pulling apart. Now, when that storm hit us, when that rough time hit us, because I've seen, and let me say this, I have seen many guys who came with their wives, right? And certain things and blah blah blah. Them wife, you understand, and them take up, you understand, different, you know, so to speak, in
Mhm.
terms of certain things, because certain issues that they experience and they have to break up and gone and all over the place, all over the place. But it goes to show that in terms of our tests, that we hold on each other, right? And we decide, say, Mummy, we have to fight it together. Because at one point when we decide, say, look, it seems like there's no more fighting left, right? Because I remember that I was working with an African friend, and the African friend told me that, Byron, I'm going back to Ghana. I'm going back to Ghana. And I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. And I told him, look, you're here already, man. You're here already, man. At least your family looking towards your certain success. Fight it. But I guess you never have the will like what I have, right? Because
There's a lot of chat
you know
missing.
it he ended up, you understand, went back home. He ended up went back home, right? But I push on, right? Because at some point too, yeah, that idea running to my head. You understand? And that, running to, but my wife and I, you understand, we strengthen each other. We strengthen each other. Even the decision when to go to Alberta, that was a situation that could break again, because me I say what me I go Alberta go do. Make sense me go down there so. But again, me have to know say, well, me I look upon what my wife is going to lose. My wife is going to lose a whole nursing practice. And regardless of what I have in Ontario, because I was working in Ontario, right? Me decide to watch out. Me I left that, You understand me? I say because again, remember, my wife go through in terms of taking us up. So me couldn't, you understand, feel her. I couldn't feel her. I say, well, mommy, me the come to Alberta with you. If we go down there and we feel, yeah, make the whole of we feel. Yeah, make all of we feel. If I saw we have to feel, make all of we feel. You understand? But guess what? You go Alberta, me the come Alberta with you. And the picnic them are coming too.
So, Alberta.
Yeah, she go Alberta, me I go Alberta too. You understand what I say? And see ya, things turn around. It's 180 degrees. It's 180 degrees, right? But it goes to say when we are talking about compatibility into a relationship. You understand? Because compatibility brings unity. That's what it brings. Unity. And it compound the relationship to be stronger. That it's like, let's consider COVID-19, right? And you getting that vaccine to ward off certain things. That's what compatibility does, It's a fencing, right? When both of you can combine, you understand? Both of you can compromise. You understand? Both of you understand, can work towards building something. Both of you can have an objective. You understand? Me not do like what become say my grandfather do, turn him back, take out some money and give him wife. You understand? No. Both of us deal with the budget. Me and my wife deal with the budget. My wife have to know my salary. You understand? That means when my salary done, she don't have to ask me. She knows say done. You understand? Because guess what? She know how it go. You understand? I'm not saying tell a man to do that. Me only said this is my life and I am comfortable with that. You understand? Me and my wife budget. You understand? For the family. Because guess what? A family we are dealing with. We are dealing with nation building. You understand? I want to see all of my family, you understand, get strong. You understand? And culture, them the way how we know to get strong. So a family, a nation building, right? Good homes build strong community build strong society build strong nation building, power, strength. And that we are saying. So we say compatibility, not just being compatible and so forth. Compatibility is strength, is lion in the relationship. You understand? Search for compatibility. If it's not compatible, if it's not compatible, compatible, nobody with it. You understand? You they go east, she they go west, or she they go west and you they go east. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Union. You understand? Both of you, going together, working together, and build that sort of relationship, right? Yes. Make the compatibility becomes the lion in the relationship. And let me tell you something. Any relationship that doesn't have God inside their relationship and God to guide their relationship, you understand, that relationship, you understand, can reach, many obstacles. Always make God guide your relationship. You understand? Because remember, He is the person who can calm the storm. You understand? Several times I've been in predicament and I have to whisper, you understand, to Him. You understand? And give me the strength. Give me the rod like Moses to part the sea. You understand? And all of that. So let me just read some of the comments and answer. You understand? And thank you again to join us.
Okay. All right. Let's back up here because it's been quite a lot of comments since you've
Okay.
been talking. I'm trying to get you to let me read some, but anyway, let's see. Um, let's see. Okay, so um, Miss Monica says, okay, the pet man says sometimes teeth bites tongue,
Yes.
and Miss Monica says, and storms can truly blow in a relationship.
Yes.
Life with Shan and kids, good night, welcome. Tunark says, dreadful things get the best of us, which is so true. Times we tend to just drown ourselves in our sorrows, and you know, some of us stay there for a while before we pick ourselves up and dust off and move along.
So true.
Sidonie is agreeing with the pet man. She says so true. Um, that girl Preeny is saying yes, exactly. To she's responding to some that thing that you said. Lorenzo is saying true. Miss Monica is saying teeth and tongue will meet, but fix it before it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
And that's why compatibility is very much needed in a relationship. So true. Miss Monica, you are true. So she's responding to something that you're saying. The pet man is saying so true to something that you said. Yes, the bounce back, Miss Monica is saying, bounce back is really important when you can find your way out of your struggles. Um, Lorenzo is saying experience teaches knowledge.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And Sidonie is agreeing, so true, Lorenzo. Miss Monica is welcoming Sidonie. And the pet man says, can be a good swimmer if you never swim before.
Yep. True.
That's so true. Miss Monica is saying, oh my God, OMG. Miss Monica is also saying, that's a good wife. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Lorenzo says, struggles are real, but the best thing is to overcome the struggles,
Yeah.
even if we often start over from square one. So true. Active Troops is saying, hey to Sydney. Miss Monica is agreeing with Lorenzo's comment. And Troops is also acknowledging Miss Monica. She's saying good night. Sydney is saying thanks, Miss Monica. So she's also acknowledging Miss Monica's welcome to her. And Miss Monica is saying blessing active Chupsi. Sidonie is saying hi Chupsi. Chupsi said, well, a lot of obstacles will come in life, but working together as a team and sticking it out is true strength. So true.
Yes. Yes.
So true.
Of course.
Miss Monica is saying God was building her for greater things.
Yeah.
And Lorenzo says, so true, Chupsi. This is responding to Chupsi's comment there. Sidonie is saying that's a fact, Chupsi. So everybody's agreeing with Chupsi there. Miss Monica is also agreeing with Chupsi's comment. Um, Lorenzo is saying you guys were meant to be. That is both of us. Um, so Shari is saying Alberta definitely provides opportunities that you won't have in other provinces. Happy it worked out. That is so true because yeah, there's a lot more opportunities that can be gained here than in other provinces, especially Ontario, because the competition is so
Ontario is a
stiff
bit
in
congested
Ontario
too.
because of the population density and the competition for jobs when they are put out and stuff. Miss Monica is saying purpose cannot be aborted. That is so true. No matter how much you try, you get up to a fork in the road. You have to pick the right one. God is in control and is guiding your path. Walking purpose. Miss Monica is saying ride on or you're doing good. Okay, she's commenting, saying that we're doing good so far. And Sidonie is saying hi, Shar. Lorenzo, you guys made the right move. God was just giving you guys some time.
Oh yes,
True.
oh yes, oh yes.
Lorenzo Miss Monica is agreeing with what Lorenzo said. Um, Miss Monica is saying that's a storm. But you too, the pet man is saying, but you too has growth, his growth do that. Um, Miss Monica was saying, I guess she's responding to something that you said, and she was adding and divorce too.
Mhm.
We missed that one. True, Miss Miles Lorenzo agreed. They overcame the storm. That's Lorenzo's comment. Lorenzo, together forever. And so, have you guys taken the vaccine? Well, yes, I have had the vaccine. I had the two dose of the Pfizer vaccine in January because I'm a frontline worker. I work in emerge in the hospital. And my husband is scheduled for his, he's just waiting to be called.
Yes,
Yeah,
Pfizer.
so yeah, and it's a good thing to have the vaccine. The best two are the Pfizer and the Moderna. Those are the two I'm recommending. The others, no. So if it, Pfizer or Moderna, but it will be good to have the vaccine and try to get this whole COVID thing under control. Sydney, that's solid compatibility. Lorenzo, that's called loyalty. Sydney saying exactly that's the way it should be. And Shari saying, hey, Sydney Hun. And Sydney saying amen to something that you said. I think that's the end of the comments there. Let's see on this one. Yeah. Did I mess this one up?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, good. Yeah.
Oh, Shari saying she took her first shot yesterday. It it a beat you bad. What what happened, Shari? You having some side effects? And which one did you get? Okay. Oh, you got the Moderna. Yes, some side effects. Oh no. Well, if it's fever and stuff, then you can take Tylenol. Normally, the side effects most people from those who have gotten it with when we got it in the first set, most of the side effects were like fever, body aches, and a few chills, and then after 24 hours that went. But for me, the first dose was just with arm pain. I didn't even want the sheet to touch my arm. It was that painful afterwards throughout the night. And then for the second dose, I don't know what happened there, but I was unsteady on my feet. I had to leave work. I was doing a procedure with the doctor, and I almost I almost fell over. I lost for 24 hours. I was off balance, not really dizzy, but just off balance. When I stand up, I was just falling over. I had to come home and lie down. I couldn't even get up and stand up straight. Else I'm just turning over sideways. But that lasted for 24 hours and then it went. Anyway, sure. I hope the side effects will just be, as I said, 24 hours and then will just go just be minor effects. Troops says, Charmaine, watch you from now on. Oh, she almost fainted. Oh my God.
Ooh,
So I almost fainted too. I had to stay in bed. Yeah.
you know, I'm only interested in the visor.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I took to laugh all over child. You say, Charmaine, what you from now? Guys, don't take the vaccines. Right, people are man bling a bling vivo. People are
Doubling and things.
guys, don't take the vaccine. It's deadly. Hurt people are dying from it. Bling a bling vivo. It only affects about one. a small percentage of people that have certain traits. And I know you don't want to be, nobody wants to be
That
that
small
that
percent.
smart percent, but it's good to have it.
uh,
It's good to have it.
the
And as I
visor,
said, the Pfizer
yes.
or the Moderna.
The
We still
visor,
have to take precautions after taking it. It's not like once you take it, you can go and throw your mask away and stop social distancing. No, you still have to maintain the precautions and stuff until we know exactly how effective it is and if it's really working and doing as what it should. Because, as you know, this vaccine was developed very quickly, so they're still learning about it. No, it's not a who knew.
huh?
And Lorenzo is saying, Blinger, may agree with you because me hear some Michael Sharp died from it.
Yeah, that's a sad,
But
sad incident though with Michael Shaw.
the thing about it, some people have some underlying conditions
Well,
that sometimes they don't know about or they know about, and it's a chance that they take because if you have pre-existing conditions, can um, it can cause other problems. But most times when you go to get the vaccine, they ask you about pre-existing conditions and stuff, and then we they they weigh the advantage against the disadvantages of
disadvantage.
getting it. Um, what's what's that scary? I don't know if I can make up my mind on taking it.
Yeah, it is. It is. Look,
My
some
girl,
people are scared because persons die from taking the vaccine. That's a reality,
but you
right?
can't necessarily just say
But
that it's the vaccine that causes their death.
yeah, but again, and this is it because for me, I don't want to be toying around with a virus like this and said, okay, all right, I am not going to take the vaccine and then ending up right catching that virus and right becomes a victim of that, right? To me, I want to gamble on the chance to say, well, all right, okay, that's you know more likely would have survived it, right? So yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the vaccine.
And you have to look at the benefits. And the
Yeah,
benefits a lot of time outweigh the risk. So,
exactly. I'm going to take the vaccine because and this is why.
oh my goodness, Lorenzo said if it's a case where I have to take the vaccine for my job or my job, I'm kissing my job. Good.
Well, and what makes it worse again is the amount of conspiracy theories that is out there,
That's so true.
right? Because the amount of conspiracy theories it confuses the people. You understand? The people are saying what is true from what is false, and people don't even really know. And so then they can't really blame the people of not wanting to take the vaccine, right? Because you have cases where people die from the vaccine, taking the vaccine, right? Because I'm cautious,
So Trupsi is saying that she's wishing you luck with taking the vaccine. Sure,
So
I figured.
Troops are not taking it.
Lorenzo. Lorenzo
Well,
said, sure, I figured, but it's normal, I understand.
yeah, and for persons who are scared, trust me. I mean,
You you validate your
yeah,
concerns,
um, you
but
know,
the benefits outweigh the risk. I know nobody wants to be that small percentage of persons that it's affecting adversely,
oh
but
boy, pandemic thing, just want,
just
it's
want it
not
over.
exactly.
But
It
it's
affects
not going
so.
anywhere anytime soon because with all these new strains and stuff that's weighing on the healthcare system again. And some people are still adamant that they don't believe in this whole COVID thing. It's a government conspiracy theory, and
Yeah, because
the media
conspiracy
is in on
theories
it,
sort
and
of
all
make
sorts of
people
things.
get confused, right? Because I'm concerned as well, right? Some of the information that is out there. Is it true? Is it false? You don't know.
Lorenzo said, Should to be here for laugh out loud. Daddy, me not think you can convince Blinga. You can't convince your son.
Uh, bring an ticket. Well, the
Blinga,
thing
listen
is,
to daddy.
you know, Blinger. You what happened now? Um,
Chubbs say I'm gonna be in the 1% that's waiting on the last moment. Maybe that 1%, the line will be too long at that point, and you won't
yes,
get in on
yes,
it.
yes. But me understand Blinger fear and reasonable so, right? Because it is not like say, well, people are not dying from it. People, but including nurses, Tony, including nurses. Nurses die from the vaccine. Doctors die from the
We're
vaccine.
all humans too, Byron.
Well, you see,
So
but what I'm saying,
we
the
are
people
susceptible
fear,
to everything that other people are
yeah,
susceptible to as well.
the people fear is just natural and just genuine because guess what?
There's not a
It,
lot of
it,
research that has gone into it, and we're still learning about it daily. So yeah, we understand the fear, but you have to look on the virus, the type of virus that we're dealing with, because now it's taking on new faces. Not one, not two. You have this.
variants,
You
different
have
variants.
the UK strain. You have the South African strain. You have this. It's just ridiculous. And the UK strain is what we're battling here now. In Canada, we have a lot of cases of the UK variant strain.
Oh, jeez, boy.
Lorenzo says, sorry, but I'm not on the vaccine list. I was thinking of how to bypass it, laugh out loud. Now I hear that for the travel, you're going to have your what? Vaccine passport.
Yeah. I think I heard Justin Shooter with that. Was it Shooter? I heard with it. What
I don't know, but I heard several
some
people talking about
exactly
it that they're going to come up with a
vaccine
vaccine
passport.
passport that if you don't have it to say that you've got the vaccine, then you'll be subjected to more um,
Got trouble in it. I seem like sleeper kill me, man.
and for, for real blinger because it's a good energy. I like this channel. Oh, I I sorry, but I'm not on. Okay, blinger said I heard they have three different type. One of them is the killer. I heard blinger. COVID on a whole is a killer.
Boy.
Just the whole virus itself is a killer, and especially if you have other underlying condition, especially respiratory problems, where the persons may have um, problems with their lungs like COPD or asbestosis or any of those conditions that already affecting the lung because this thing
You
likes
okay,
to go to
Junior?
the lung and affects
Are
your
you okay?
breathing most of all.
No.
Uh, Lorenzo, for real blinger because it's a good energy. I like this channel. Thank you guys. Shar says the fears are valid, and that's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so true. That's so true. Michibu, welcome, welcome, Michibu. Thanks for coming. Shar Glow, blinger. Where you get your blinger? That's true. Where you get your news from? Sure, still look like you have a direct news source. So then he said, my nice clean cosmic Shibu, hey on Bling of Fever. It's my girl that's telling me all the intel. Oh my god. Michibu. Michibu opposed. Um,
um,
what you need, Jaden?
really. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Oh.
Need to miss something here, so active troops says laugh out loud Lorenzo Walters vaccine passport. I guess I'd be spending the rest of my life in Jamaica then unless the banana boat still has I'll give it a try. Well, Lorenzo, you make sure if you go on the banana boat, go when you turn because you're going to right by the time you reach, and then I'm going to send you back. Actually, choose to watch Big Laugh in a pop. um, Shark Globe, bling a first hand news, bling a first hand news, Jaja. Mystic, well, okay. Michibu, I just saw you had live. Lorenzo, active troops, Lorenzo laughing. Yes, friend, the fish video I shot. Oh,
What?
because I was referring to somebody's video.
Okay.
Shar says, Lorenzo, move fly for you. You can travel through my vlog. um, bling a beaver said, let Jaden tell us his thoughts on the vaccine.
JJ.
Trust me, Bigger, you don't want to hear Jaden thoughts right now on the live mashup. Jaden thought was that we were going to leave COVID in 2020 when we
Ooh.
came over into 2021. He said it's a new year, so no more COVID. That's how his little man interpreted it. Um, what a drop out of my eye. uh, Same girlfriend give him the news.
Mhm.
Mm? You seen it?
Eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but still 15. Jaden, what do you need? Stop the
What do you
grooming
need?
and talk what you need.
What do you need, JJ? You see what you need. About church? JJ looks asleep.
It's not teaching me.
Hmm?
Me think Jaden I think for change your mind. Do you have me? No, let's do. I think Mitchie is saying it sharp glow up if you don't have me. Let's go. Mitchie is ready to roll. Oh my goodness. No, I
Yeah.
understand it. When it says say something about the life, I just put that there. So
Oh,
now
okay.
I know it's something more substantial there. Um, Shar says, okay, Michibu Lorenzo says, ready and waiting, ready and await, Shar. But you have to take me girlfriend along because I ain't leaving her behind. You know, realize that it's a coach trip. It's a coach trip you're gonna take with your girlfriend. So you just make your
Mhm.
girlfriend get comfortable beside you on the couch. Share will just vlog everything for you that you can watch and enjoy yourself. So Romeo is saying, welcome to Michibu, which is Miss Monica, and Sidonie is saying hi to the Sassy Diva. Share said bring the entire family, Lorenzo. Uh, Post I run out of gas. Okay, Miss Monica. She's tired because she had her live earlier. So Michibu is saying, I'm in your house, Shar. Lorenzo is saying, exactly, Shar. Okay. Okay, guys. So I want to say thank you all for coming to our first live. We had fun. It was a blast. You all helped to make it um, really good for us, and we thank you for your continued support. Ryan is saying quietly here that he's tired because he worked today, so and it's after 9 right now, so I guess his bed is shouting out his name and he's answering the call.
I'm yawning away.
And Jaden, look as if you need something there. So guys, I am gonna bid you all good night or good evening or good morning wherever you are in the world. And I want to say again thank you so much for coming and supporting us. And yeah, I guess for the next live we can well I will be able to navigate the chat and everything a bit better because
And it will be better.
yeah.
First.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Said it was a big success. I'm getting tongue tied. Success. And Shari saying, we'll return to you, Mitchie.
All right.
Okay. Guys, if when I end the chat, will it automatically save over into YouTube into my channel? Let me know, please. Or do I need to do something in order for it to go over into the channel?
Said yes, it will.
Okay, Shar says, love it. Blessing. Thank you so much, Shar. Oh, yes, it will. Thank you. Lorenzo said, not ready for bed as yet, so keep it going. Oh, thanks, Sidonie said it was a good one. Shar Globe, yes, it will. Thank you, Shar. Yes, she says it will. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. I have to go put Mr. Hunt into his bed. Oh, bed is shouting. Okay. Night, guys. Until our next live, or until we meet up on each other's lives or premieres, or when we meet again. All right. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thank
good
you for
night.
coming.
Good
Love
day,
you all.
Good morning. Thanks
All
for
right.
your support. Bye. In the chat.
It wasn't bad for our inexperience.
Jumping up. Oh my god, how do I end this thing? Oh, I figured it out. Oh my god. What's a call? You know, there I am.
Yo, Blinger.
You live up the chat, man.
Well, go on. I love your life of the chat, boss.
What you know, me still live up? Mercy, check mic. Hello? Oh, sure. I'm hearing you. You hearing me? Hello? studio. Yes, I'm back in the studio. It says, oh, see it here, end at the bottom. Sorry, guys. I just had to say it out. Sorry, guys. We're still trying to figure out how to end the live. Jesus' daughter and Angling 4, good night. Thanks for coming. Sorry we had ended the live earlier, but I was still trying to figure out how to get off it. I just figured it out. Yeah, I just figured it out. Yeah, I called Miss Monica and she helped me, so I figured it out now. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Until our next live, we'll talk to you guys. Thanks, Keisha. Thanks, Jesus' daughter. Thanks, Angling Floor. Good night.